It's Ajay and Ryan on the AandRPodcast.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the AandRPodcast. I'm Ajay. I totally forgot to say that again.
I'm Ryan.
We did that before. I just thought it was quite good. So I feel like we're going to have a very pointed conversation, and there is a very big part of a night that I want to discuss, but we will go through the motions and talk about the whole fight week with the Misfits Prime card, because it was a very interesting fight week. How much of it did you watch?
From... Let's go through the fights and see which ones I remember, because I know I didn't start from the start, but let me just see.
I was going to go through before the fight, so the press conference, and the weigh-ins.
Okay. No, let's start from there then, and then we can go through the fights and see which ones I remember.
Yes, I've got the fights and the results here, so we can do it. I did watch all of them. I didn't watch the prelim until after, so I started from. I won't tell you which one because obviously we won't talk about them. But yeah, I started about 4 fights in.
Right.
So the press conference. I mean, there's just one thing I wanted to mention. Bryce Hall. Did you see this?
I saw, and he asked Logan if he was taking steroids because he said his arms were basically the same size or something like that.
Yeah. So it just really confused me because he was like, "Logan, you must be on steroids," and then he was like, and Bryce was like, "Oh well, I'm a pretty good big guy. My arms are the same size as yours." And Logan said, "Oh, but are you on steroids?" He said, "No," and I was like, "That doesn't make any sense." Because if Logan's arms are the same size as yours and you're not on steroids, that means he's natural.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he was just trying to catch him out. It didn't work. Yeah,
I don't like Bryce Hall. He was becoming my fan after he lost to Austin McBroom, but then he's not.
He did that bare knuckle thing, and that was alright.
Alright, he did alright, yeah.
And then I think he's just trying to get the attention again because obviously he fell off for quite a bit.
He dated Anderson Ray, didn't
he? I think so.
If he did, it's a dub.
Yeah, I think so.
Big dub on Bryce Hall. That's a lot of man's fun.
Dubs only.
yeah, except for the L. But the other thing I want to talk about was Dildo Dennis throwing a microphone in Logan Paul's face.
Yeah, kind of like using it to punch Logan. Yeah, that was. I think that's bad. That's actually like not even like anything to do with hyping up the thing. That's like actually just general violence. General violence.
Yeah, because like I think Logan threw a bottle at him,
at his kneecap, an empty bottle.
Yeah, exactly. And Dylan, what I think Dylan was trying to do was he was trying to cut Logan bad enough that he couldn't fight, so then he didn't have to go through. We will get to that fight, but he didn't have to go through the embarrassment of what happened to him on Saturday.
Yeah, or the thing is, regardless, I think if he was going to do it anyway, regardless if Logan Paul threw the bottle at not.
I think so too. And then the last thing was Tommy Fury in just not being able to fight his own battles and say, "Does anyone think we should get my dad out here?" Oh, sorry, Iron Man. Ooh, you need Big John Fury.
I'll bomb ya.
Bro, he's just air humping. I was like, what is he doing? I don't like John Fury. I'm gonna say
it's just absolute. Thing is, he never used to be this bad. I don't know what's happened. He's just gone absolutely insane.
Yeah, and when he was in the face to face with KSI, like he was in the other side of the cage punching it.
I know, and
you're big Dasher. I'm John Fury.
But it's only like plastic. I'm surprised that they didn't fully fucking go through it. But I don't know why they did it caged. I don't know.
I think it was necessary.
Why do you think it was that intent?
I think it's that volatile between those two. Like someone could actually swing and hit someone and ruin the fight for someone. So I know everyone's made with it, but like I think it was necessary to split them up a little bit.
But you don't get that. Was the first time I've ever seen a cage, and you don't even get that in proper boxing.
Yeah, because proper boxers know not to whack each other hard before the day of the fight.
Yeah,
and Tommy Fury's not a proper boxer; he's a clown. So
it's true. Yeah.
I mean, I can't wait till we get to the end of this fight because I'm not holding back.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to it because I'll probably agree every time.
Okay, so not really much happened in terms of drama on the weigh-in day, but on Twitter it was kicking off because someone said that Tommy didn't make weight, someone said that Logan didn't make weight, so we were kind of just waiting to see that, but then everyone made weight and it was pretty much fine, and then Logan and Dylan did their...
John was kicking off about the scales, did you see that?
Oh yeah.
2 KSI's trainer.
He's like, oh, the scales aren't right.
Can't use those scales!
I'll be bumming those scales! Yes. So yeah, he was just kicking off about every little thing. But then he got to fight day, and the prelims. None of them were very good. DTG versus SX. I'm assuming you didn't see that fight because that was the first one on the card.
No, I saw the highlights, but I didn't watch it. But DTG won obviously, and he just kind of. It seemed like it wasn't a very fair fight.
Yeah, he kind of bulldozed. Yeah. I felt bad. I mean, I know they're sort of friends outside of the ring, so
it just looked like it was a bit of fun.
I agree. Yeah, I think it was a prelim fight. I didn't really expect much of it. I mean, fair play to both of them for stepping in the ring. They're both fighting men, so
you're a fighter. You're a warrior.
Yeah, so
champion.
So I think yeah. Not really a highlight, but yeah, it's a fair enough fight. Nice on the prelim for free. You can watch it. So. Yeah. Next is my favourite 2 people who went at it, not necessarily in the ring, Astrid Wet and
Alexia Grace. I didn't watch that, but again, I watched the highlights and Astrid won.
But it was
quite a bit.
Yeah, it was a bit of like a slappy fight. It wasn't.
Of course. Well, that's what we expected.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting anything great between those 2. But I mean, again, fair play for getting in the ring. Fair play. You're both fighters. You're both warriors. Again, these undercard ones, obviously we're going to speak more in depth about the ones coming up after this. Next one was Tempo Arts beating Chase Demore via split decision. Absolute robbery.
Chase should have won, right?
Chase was clear. He was clear.
And then
when I genuinely thought it was a joke when it got announced.
And then I did I saw just it go down on like Twitter that Chase should have won massively.
Yes, 100%. Like Chase Demore, he messed Tempo Arts up. I think again, it's just stupid boxing just trying to save face against bloody idiots.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yep. The next one, Ed Matthews defeats Swarms via knockout. Considering
was it 2 days before?
Considering it was meant to be Ryan Taylor up until like the Wednesday he got arrested. Yeah. And then Ed Matthews steps in, knocks Swarms out within 10 seconds.
That's embarrassing for
crazy.
For Swarms. That's embarrassing.
The thing is, Swarms, he got in such good shape, and I was like, wow, he's going to knock out Ryan Taylor again. And he didn't fight Ryan Taylor. And then when Ed Matthews got something, I was like, surely this is a little bit unfair on Ed Matthews. Like, Swarms looks great, looked good on the pads, and then just got annihilated. And I was like, what is going on?
I think that will give Ed Matthews a chance to step in the ring again.
I think so. I don't particularly like his personality.
No, he's a dickhead.
But he's got a lot of charisma, I think.
Yeah. Well, he can probably sell a fight.
He can sell a fight, that's what I mean, yeah.
Definitely.
Without attacking someone's fiancé like some little nerd dickhead. Sorry. Next one, arguably, one of the fights of the night. B. Dave and Luis Pineda, Los Pineda Coladas versus Nick Lamau and Alex Wasabi in a tag team bout.
I didn't watch that, but how does a tag team work? Do they have to tag each other, or is it just 2?
Yeah, you tag each other. And I'm sorry, Los Pineda Coladas have the best strategy. Because Pineda's an actual boxer.
Yeah.
He'll just go in the ring, he'll start messing them up a bit, and when I tell you B-Dave is like a fucking freight train, you tag him in, he runs, throws like 10 punches until someone lets up and then tags Pineda back in. It's so clever. But that ended up as a split draw, and I think it was fair, but it was such a good fight. And this is why I think these creative ideas are actually so good.
I mean, it obviously it's a merge between, I guess, like the wrestling and the boxing, but it's purely just comes down to entertainment, nothing else really. I wouldn't take it as a serious fight. It's just an entertaining fight.
Oh, 100%. But that's what this is about. Like,
it's
sport is meant to entertain.
Are you not entertained? Yeah,
literally.
But like as in like I would never. I doubt it'd ever be like any like championship or anything like that. It's just an exhibition, probably, boxing match.
Yes, but what I think they should do now is a triple threat boxing match. 3 people in the ring. One walks out.
I think as long as there's not too many, if it's like one per kind of event, then that's good. But like if they start to do like all that kind of like more than once, I think you might get a bit bored.
Tables, ladders, and chairs match.
Yeah, exactly. No. Well, not quite, but just
I know what you mean. Like if they make it too WWE,
yeah, it might get a bit like it's a bit boring.
Next one, shock of the night. My mate Nate defeats Whindersson Nunes.
I didn't see that. No.
When I tell you, I absolutely love my mate Nate. He's literally nothing but lovely to all of his opponents. Like in the press conference, he bought Whindersson Nunes gifts, like actual gifts, like nice gifts.
Was Whindersson Nunes a twat though, or not?
No, he was excited. Like they were friends. I genuinely think that was the most wholesome fight I've ever seen. I loved it. Like after every round, they touched gloves. They at the end of the fight, they hugged. Like they spoke out. They were not catty to each other in the whole build. And I really appreciated seeing that. It's such like a fresh perspective after seeing some people chat too much shit and then getting banged out. We'll get to that. But yeah, I think genuinely, I think Mohamed is a very skilled fighter. Obviously, he's fought pretty tough opponents going forward because he fought Anthony Taylor and he fought King Kenny. So it's very tough opponents to have to start your career off. But yeah, a win against Whindersson Nunes, who has like 70 million followers, and to be so humble through the build-up, Big respect to Mohamed.
Definitely, yeah.
And Joe, I think it's another reason. Like people, like Whindersson Nunes fans would have seen that, been like, "Oh, this guy's alright," because he has like 70 million followers. Whindersson Nunes.
Is he Spanish?
Brazilian,
yeah. So he's going to bring that South American audience, isn't he?
I thought you were about to say Spanish audience. I was like, that's not the right country. But yes, yeah, it's a very good fight. Okay, next, Anthony Taylor versus King Kenny.
Flop fight, shit fight. This is where I started watching.
this is the one.
This is because
it was such a bad fight.
King Kenny he was shit, and Anthony Taylor was pretty good, to be fair. He just dominated.
He's very uncomfortable to fight against.
Yes, he kind of gets up in your grill, man.
Like Kenny, if he fought a fighter that would take their time, it's just literally jab. But Anthony Taylor just kept you on the inside, mashing him up, coming back, and then doing it again.
Yeah,
I think it was a very good, smart strategy. And can I tell you a crazy fact?
Go on.
In 2 years, guess how many pay-per-views Anthony Taylor's fought on? How many actual fights he's had?
15.
Oh, okay. You said more than
that.
No, but think about how many Misfits pay-per-views there've been.
I don't know. Is 10?
There's been 11 pay-per-views. He's been on 10 of them.
Oh my god.
It's ridiculous. He fights so much. I think he will never say no to a fight, even if he knows he's going to lose.
Wait, I think he just wants the check as well, doesn't he? Did you see? His ring entrance.
Oh, I loved it.
It's probably
Inject into my veins.
It's probably the best one. Not gonna lie.
No. There is another ring walk that I do want to talk about coming up. It's the first one. I know. I think you know the one I'm talking about. Okay. So yeah, a decent fight. Next one is actually my fight of the night. Dean the Great versus Wally Shark.
This was insane. Dean the Great, because Dean the Great, he won fair and square. But there was a point where after in
the 5th round, I was like, Walid doing him.
Walid, I thought it was in the final round. I thought Walid was gonna knock him out.
Have you seen their first fight?
No.
It was literally the opposite. Like Walid was dominating. He won every round. The last round, Dean hits him with the cleanest punch I've ever seen in a fight. Knocks him out straight. And then I was like, this is gonna happen again. They're gonna have a trilogy. But I'm not gonna lie, Dean the Great kind of annoys me.
The way,
you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm just out here, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just.
And when he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight Ryan Garcia and Javante Tank Davis," I was like, okay,
"What?" He's not even on their level.
I was like, "Brother, stay in your lane," because I genuinely think Ryan Garcia and Javante Davis would last. He'd last about 30 seconds.
Yeah. Especially Davis.
If that. I mean, I think Garcia's a better technical fighter, but we can go into it.
But he lost.
I know he won. I know. But people lose to people all the time. Like, do you actually think Andy Ruiz is better than Anthony Joshua?
Yes.
Shut up. Shut up. People lose unluckily all the time. Because I actually think Wally Shots is a better boxer than Dean the Great. But Dean's just got a dog in him. He's got a dog in him.
I'm a dog.
I'm a dog. Yeah, but those two hated each other before and after the fight. I don't think there'll be a trilogy. I mean, I kind of want Dean the Great to fight somebody else now. Someone big. He could be a headliner. Like he could be the title. Well, he was the title. What do they call it?
Is it light?
Main card.
Oh, was it?
He was the main card fight against Wally Sharks the first time in Austin, which is Wally's hometown.
Right.
This card, can I just say, this card was insane. Like the amount of people on it.
I don't even know who Dean the Great was before this. Not gonna lie.
He was actually a street fighter.
A street fighter.
Yeah. He did like bare knuckle brawls and stuff like that.
Oh shit! So he does come from a fighting background.
He does. Yeah.
And what about
you know what? No, he doesn't. But Wally's only 19 years of age.
So, yeah.
And Dean's like 23. Dean is our age.
Fucking Dean.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, the next one. A very impressive performance. Slim Al-Bahir defeats Salt Pappy.
Oh, I was rooting for Salt Pappy, but he got a bit cocky.
I don't think he got cocky. I just think Slim is a very good boxer.
Yeah, but Salt Pappy started doing like taunts and stuff, and
he started smiling. Yeah,
but I just think Salt Pappy's not comfortable at that weight. He's very.
I agree.
You know, I think he fights better when he's a bit heavier.
I think because he's got more power behind his punches.
Yeah, and he's very quick. Like, I think when you're lighter, you're generally quick, but when he was heavier, he was quick for a heavy person.
I think he'll get used to being at that weight. I think Slim was the wrong fight to take at that weight. But it's like because the first I think in the first 2 rounds, I thought Salt Pappy was going to do him in, but then Slim just recovered and just dominated. I'm comfortably going to say that Slim is the best boxer in crossover boxing. That's not including professional fighters. I think Slim beats anyone.
You reckon?
I genuinely believe so.
Okay. Well, obviously, there's no way to prove that yet.
He currently holds the best boxing record in crossover boxing as well. 7-0. He's still undefeated. And his right arm would probably kill me.
You reckon?
I don't even really like Slim that much.
I don't even know where he came from.
He's just a YouTuber. As a dude, I don't like him as a dude. But as a fighter, he's a fighting man. I do like him. So I do appreciate Slim. Fair play to him. I mean, to beat Salt Pappy by TKO is quite impressive.
Did you see Jarvis trying a
I was just about to say this.
It's so cringe.
He just kind of stand there like, I want that belt. Slim's like, you got to earn it. Yeah, man. After my next fight, he's like, I'd go away.
Yeah, he was trying to. It was so cringy.
Slim would kill Jarvis though, right?
I don't know. I don't know who Jarvis has fought.
I think the next logical fight is Slim versus Anthony Taylor.
Weight class, Anthony Taylor is huge compared to Slim.
Yeah. If Anthony Taylor cuts it, if they meet in the middle, I think.
Yeah, I think Slim would have to bulk up.
But imagine more power behind that punch. Okay, I need to stop sucking Slim's dick. Okay, the next one. Okay, there's 2 more fights, and then the 2 big ones. The first one we talk about, Logan Paul versus...
Is that the next one?
That was the next one.
Oh my god. Right.
Jesus Christ. The absolute clown show that man put on. It was like laughably embarrassing.
He didn't... I was thinking like he got more swings at the bodyguard rather than the fucking Logan.
Okay, he averaged per round. This is per round. He averaged 1.5 punches.
Bro. Yeah.
So he threw 9 punches in 6 rounds.
I get like the first couple of rounds trying to just wear him down, but after that,
that's what I thought he was doing.
And then after that, he just continued to do it, and then mate.
Logan mashed his face in.
Bruv. When he tried to grapple him the first time.
Which one's grab? It looked like he was sucking his dick. I was loving it.
But he's trying to appeal, isn't he, Dylan? He's trying.
Okay,
he's,
hear me out.
Yeah.
Even if he appeals, nobody cares anymore.
No.
Because you talk all that talk and then you do that. So we'll just break it down. Round 1, 2 fight. Round 3 goes to the no. He does that thing where he like lies down and like tries to get him in his guard, and everyone just starts booing him in the crowd. He's like, "Oh, this might not work." Round 4 tries to take him down, doesn't work. Round 5 tries to do it again. Security tries to enter the ring. That's what he's appealing.
Yeah, and also
Logan's just looking confused.
Isn't he also appealing at the? Is it the last round where he tried to fully take him down?
Logan tried to hit him on the floor.
Yeah, that's what he's appealing. That he'd like hit him on the floor.
Brother, don't try and take him down. He won't hit you on the floor. And then in the last round, he tries to go for a takedown. Doesn't get it, by the way.
No,
he doesn't get a takedown. An MMA guy doesn't get a takedown.
Yeah.
And then Logan goes to hammer fist him. I was praying that connected.
Oh, imagine.
Like, imagine he tries to take him down. Dylan Dustin on the floor. Bang, knockout. But the ref's round was a disqualification to Dennis, which happened before the hammer fist.
Was that
the ruling?
Was that because he was obviously
jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
And
then it just kicked off between security. I don't even see Jake Paul stepping.
Yeah, and Jake Paul just lost his. It's like, what is blood doing there?
It's like the same time when he steps in against KSI and Logan.
But then he pulled himself back. Controversial opinion, right? I quite liked Jake Paul this event.
Don't know why.
On the basis of he didn't try to make it by himself.
No.
Like when Logan won, he didn't step in the interview. He didn't call somebody out. He just stood there at the side, being like a brother.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Even in, like maybe after he chatted shit on Twitter, but at the event, I thought he was fine. Like he didn't do anything to aggravate me.
No.
He didn't do anything Jake Paul.
You wouldn't really know who was there.
Yeah, if I wasn't like actively conscious of who he was, you wouldn't really know who he was. You wouldn't care. So yeah. So he didn't piss me off, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Usually it's a Jake Paul thing to piss me off. But
That was one of the worst performances from a proper fighter.
He's a fighter man. Big dosher.
I can't believe how terrible he was.
He was awful. And did you see him on PS Morgan the next day?
I saw bits.
Oh my god! When Pierce got him to take off his glasses, he just had 2 black eyes. It's so funny. I loved it, and I hope wherever Nina and Logan are right now, they are enjoying that dub, because that must feel good.
Well, the thing is, he's lost this boxing battle, and now he's got a face as like, isn't Nina suing him?
For 400,000, he turned it down today. So he wanted him to pay her 400,000, so he's going to go to court. He'll lose in legal fees.
Well, his argument what is she suing him for? Like defamation?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's not like if she was suing him for like leaking photos. They're not leaked technically. They're already out there.
I think some of them. She said, well, the only way he would have got those is if he hacked my phone.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we'll just see what comes of that. Obviously, we'll discuss that when we know the outcome of the case and stuff like that. But yeah, absolute clown. And the fact that he's still going off on Twitter like I'm a real fighter, and everyone in the comments.
Did you see Conor McGregor? Did you see Conor McGregor's like backing Dylan up? It was so annoying.
I actively dislike. I don't like McGregor.
Oh mate, he's such a clown.
He genuinely is. Yes, he used to be able to fight, but
now
honestly,
he won't fight. He's
now the Dylan Dennis.
Exactly.
He's Dylan Dennis.
And like his last couple of fights when he was fighting, he was shit.
Yeah, not a big McGregor guy.
Yeah, he had that he had that era, didn't he? What lasted maybe like a couple of years, where he was the guy,
He's the dude. But this is what I mean. Like, unless you can back it up. So when Floyd Mayweather chats shit, you back it.
Yeah, he's like literally what the best boxer
Mayweather
ever.
Is the best boxer of all time.
Exactly.
I'd argue it's Canelo Alvarez, but we can split hairs. Like they're both good.
Well, yeah.
But like when you don't get in the ring, like the reason I think, just a caveat of it, the reason I think it's Canelo is because he's fought at different weight classes.
Yes,
So like, he's gone up and down. He's gone through it. So that's the only reason. But yeah, I think Dylan Dennis is finished. Okay, are you ready to move on to Big Boy?
Yeah.
I'm not going to go off to start. We'll talk about it. We'll break it down. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about was Tyson Fury standing over KSI while he did his gloves.
Intimidation.
That shot was cold as fuck. Look at KSI. He didn't seem phased.
Yeah.
He was like locked in.
I don't know why was he. I don't know why he even was allowed to do that.
Oh well, you have to have someone in your camp look at the other person doing the hands just make sure nothing dodgy is going on with the grips and stuff.
Okay, so
because the person who ties your hands is from your own team.
Okay, so KSI would have had one of his people at Tommy's end.
Yes, yeah.
So, okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah, just so you can make sure there's nothing like because in there people used to hide like metal and stuff.
Coins
so when they hit, it cracked. Yeah. So that was really cool. Tommy Fury walks out. I mean, the intro is just Tyson Fury B-Tech.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
fucking clown. Surprisingly, Molly May and Bambi. Stupid name.
Were they? Were they there?
They weren't there.
I don't know. Don't know why.
Funny enough. Yeah, I don't know why either. But yes. And then the best walkout of the whole night. KSI comes out to a Lamborghini, in a Lamborghini, and then Giggs walks out on stage and performs Talking the Hardest.
Yeah, that was...
Bro,
it was pretty cold.
It was cold as fuck. I was like, I'm here for this. That got me gassed. Mind you, it was 2 a.m. in Turkey where I was watching it. I was like, I'm sick, I'm so awake now.
It was a prime Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. Yeah, this kid's got too much money.
Yeah.
Actually, just to put a point as well, the event was so good.
Oh yeah.
Even when you were there, you got a free hat and T-shirt with every seat you went to. So you got free merch.
Oh shit.
So it's really good to see that.
Fair,
so yeah,
I want to do like I want to go to a Misfits event.
I do as well. But I don't want to go to one like this because I feel like the one like this, it's way better to watch on TV.
Yes.
Whereas like if you go to one where the main car's not really known and you don't really you don't really have a foot in the camp, because imagine how like deflated you'd go if you'd gone there and then this happened. Because brother, I tell you, I was raging. I didn't even watch post-fight interviews on the night. I went to bed. I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah, I just switched it off as well.
I watched post-fight interviews the next day because I genuinely was not having it. But we'll get to it. So yeah, they walk out. They do the whole defend yourself at all times, touch gloves. The ref made them touch gloves. Instantly, KSI style. I loved it. I know people clammed on it, but
yeah,
it worked.
people clammed on his star jump. I was a bit like, what are you doing? But it didn't.
Mate, it's exactly what. But did you see who was at ringside who basically did the same thing? Michael Venom Page.
Right.
Michael Venom Page, he's like one of his best mates. He's been with KSI, like by KSI's side for like 10 years.
Right.
Like they've been friends. So, and that's his style that he does that bounce.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's a very unorthodox style to fight against, because you saw it in the first 2 rounds. Tommy did not know how to deal with it.
No.
Because he kept punching him in the back of the head.
I can't believe how many times he had to do it before the ref took a point off him.
Ridiculous. That was the first thing. Ridiculous. It's absolutely... You don't punch someone there, because that can mess up someone's equilibrium so easily.
Yeah, it's...
Like, I don't know if have you ever been hit, like, back here?
No.
If you hit hard there, you will not be able to walk properly. Like, it messes up your balance that much. Because that's like the soft spot on your head.
Yeah. I'm obviously never been hit there. Didn't even know what equilibrium was until then. But
it's like
it's
King's level.
Just balance, yeah.
It's balance.
It's all about the balance. He did land quite a few. Well, especially the first 2 rounds, KSI all day won.
100%. If any, but one of the two of, okay, we'll get to the judges after. We'll keep going the rounds. Okay, round 1, 2, KSI round, and Tommy point deduction.
Yeah.
Should have been 2 points.
Yeah.
Because the ref had to stop the fight twice in the first round, and then again in the second round to do it at 1 point.
There was a lot of clinching, I must say.
It was a hugging fight.
Yeah. It wasn't pretty.
But that's what. But in when KSI was clinching, he was fucking Tommy up.
Mm.
And the fact that he could hit that hard in the clinch, keep going, and just kept driving and driving and driving, didn't back down. It was so impressive.
it just shows his athleticism.
He's a dog. You got a dog in him. Yes. So then the fight continues. To be honest, when I looked at it, I gave it was either 3 rounds to KSI, 3 rounds to Tommy, or 4 rounds to KSI and 2 rounds to Tommy.
Right.
And that would mean that KSI won in both instances because of the point deduction.
Yes.
Because none of them got knocked down. And when the first judge read draw, I was like, okay, weird decision. If it's a draw, I mean, not an ideal result, but I can understand why you give it a draw. And then when the other one said 57-56, I was like, oh, well, that's KSI, because obviously 4-point deduction. Tommy lost 3 rounds plus the point deduction. That makes sense. Tommy Fury, I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
They must have made Tommy win one of the first 2 rounds then. Yes.
So those 2 judges gave Tommy round 2. So they made it a 9-9 round. So that means
basically
Tommy won 10-9, and then they reduced it.
So
Tommy scored to 9-9.
9-9.
That it don't make me laugh. It is an absolute disgrace. It is an absolute disgrace.
I've seen a few people say it wasn't. I've seen a lot of mixed opinions on this. A lot of people say, yeah, KSI should have won clearly. A lot of people say at best it was a draw, and then some people say, oh, Tommy should have won. So, but a lot of people are saying at best it was a draw for KSI.
I am of this camp. If they gave it a draw, I'd be like, that's fair. Yeah. That's a fair result. But the fact that Tommy won, it's an absolute disgrace to the sport. It genuinely is. I am genuinely shocked. And the fact that this is the first...
KSI appealing?
He is. But I don't think much will come of the appeal, because obviously it's subjective thing, boxing scoring. Yeah. Unless there was like a clear robbery. Which, I mean, I think there was. But at best, I think they'll revert it to a draw. I think it is an absolute disgrace. The first event the Furies are involved with, who did help pick the judges. The first event that the Furies are involved with, there is this level of absolute shit. I mean, have you seen the picture of Tyson Fury reacting to it?
I've seen that. He was looking like, oh shit, he's not going to win.
No, after he was like, really? When they announced Tommy's name. If your own half brother is reacting like that when he wins a fight and not celebrating like crazy, that is insane.
But obviously, the way I look at it, either way, it's an L for Tommy. The fact that it went to split decision and he didn't clearly, convincingly beat a YouTuber after someone who's boxed from his entire childhood. The fact that's an L.
I would almost say it's a KSIW.
Yeah.
Because as much as he didn't actually win the fight and doesn't have the fight win on the record, I still see him as the winner.
Yeah.
Because he didn't outbox Tommy, but he lasted that long. He got Tommy to hit him in the back of the head. Like, if you're resorting to dirty tactics against KSI, a kid 10 years ago, Tommy was boxing in a box gym. 10 years ago, KSI was jacking off over FIFA. There's levels. And Tommy should be leaps and bounds above KSI by now. Exactly. But he just proved that he's just a big clown.
It's just a big dasher.
The whole Fury family are embarrassing. The only person who represented themselves well is Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
That whole event. Because did you see obviously the commentators were asking about his fight with Ngannou.
Right, yeah.
And he was very respectful. He said, I'm not going into this saying that I'm going to knock him out because any heavyweight is dangerous.
Yeah.
I really respect that. And he also, I'm not sure if you saw this, he had a backstage work with Deji.
Oh, yeah, and he said that he watched his fight and he thought it was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was like, that's super wholesome. But Tommy Fury, John Fury, absolute clowns, and they have absolutely disgraced the sport of boxing. I don't know it's the judges who absolutely ruined it. I mean, did you see what Tony Bellew came out and said?
No.
Tony Bellew, favourite. Tony Bellew's one of my favourite boxers, not just because he's English boxer, but Everton. Now we're going down. Yes, Tony Bellew came out and said KSI has 100% got more eyes on the sport than any Fury ever has, and that is 100% true.
Oh yeah, I think. Well, if these fights weren't happening, What other fights are going on right now?
This is what
nothing is happening in boxing.
The thing about crossover boxing is they make the fights that people want to see.
Yeah.
Other than Jake Paul KSI, because that fight is Wembley Stadium sellout, 100%.
Oh mate, that's going to be insane. That is going to be the biggest fight ever, and it's not even like professional boxing.
Fighters.
You know what I mean? Fighters.
the levels to that fight would be crazy. I think it would be the most pay-per-view fight ever.
Oh mate, it makes sense though. They both lost.
KSI did this, but
okay, yeah, but they both lost to Fury.
Do you know what? People were clowning me for saying that I think KSI would win that fight, but I think now he would, to be honest, because he put up a better fight against Tommy than Jake did.
Yeah.
Like, Jake got outboxed. KSI was uncomfortable for Tommy to fight against.
Yeah, mate.
So Jake can't box him.
I do think that fight will happen. I don't think it will.
I think it'll happen.
You reckon?
Bro, I think... You know when people say legacy, I think that's it. I think now you're right. I mean, I'm not saying us, but the fact that they both have the L on the record now takes the pressure off it to say it's not someone's ego, it's just saying who's the better man? Who's the better fighting man?
Yeah. No, I think this now makes sense. Whereas if there was the W on KSI's record, it'd be beneath him.
I agree. I mean, I think if KSI won that, then he would be done with crossover boxing.
But it was an emotional day. I put a tenner on KSI to win, and it didn't fucking win. It pissed me off.
I also don't think you get that back if it's appealed as well.
No, exactly. So it doesn't. Yeah, there was this. I saw someone on Twitter who got an appeal from. I can't remember, but he was like gonna win thousands, and William, like the betting people, tweeted him saying, "Oh, if it's an appeal, it doesn't count. It has to be like straight from the decision." Yeah, it's just is what it is, isn't it?
It is what it is, but. Yes, I mean, I don't have another week just because I was that worked up writing the script for this in order for this podcast, just because that decision genuinely, it shook me so much to the fact where I woke up still angry.
It did piss me off. It did.
Boxing used to be my first or second favourite sport, and the fact that all of these corrupt decisions keep happening, it's very disheartening for someone who's a boxing fan.
Do you reckon 100% is corrupt?
What, this decision?
Yeah.
Yes. There's no doubt in my mind.
You reckon it was to keep, it was either a bribery or it was just to keep the sport of boxing?
The sport. It was for boxing purists. Because if KSI beat Tommy Fury, someone who's been fighting his whole life, what does that mean for the sport?
Yeah, obviously that's what he said, yeah.
Sport. But I think it does the opposite. This now puts people off boxing because someone who is so focused, so determined, so hardworking, and if anyone says KSI isn't hardworking, they're an idiot. You can see he's in such good shape. You can see his mentality's good. He talks like a boxer. He may not fight like a boxer,
but he can sell any. He can sell. He's probably the best. Mate, he's probably more famous boxer than most boxers.
Actual boxers.
Yeah.
I would put KSI in the top 10 famous boxers in the world right now.
Yeah.
Who's more? Floyd Mayweather, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury. Deontay. I can't even name that many.
Yeah, I can't even. Well, I would say Deontay, but he hasn't fucking done anything.
Well, exactly. None of these people are fighting, and KSI is.
I don't understand. If exactly like it just, if these people weren't fighting, and for them people to be complaining about the quality of the fighting, they'd literally be watching no fighting.
Yeah, there wouldn't be watching any title fight matches, like no dream matches. Also, I don't get people complaining about crossover boxing. Just don't watch it.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen a sport be so guarded, if you know what I mean.
Say, if anything,
like,
it brings money.
Celebrities do, like, charity football matches, or celebrities play football, and they just do that. Why is boxing so, like, guarded by purists? The thing is, I liked boxing before the whole crossover thing started. But, like, when the crossover thing started, I was actually excited. I was more excited than anyone. Because I was like, oh, there's people who I watch, not in a boxing contest, who are now getting in the ring and fighting and working hard for it. It's not like they're going in and putting in shit performances and not making entertaining. The Misfits Prime card was one of the most entertaining boxing cards I've ever watched.
It has evolved from the very first few. I think,
but even the Joe Weller fight, they sold it well.
Oh yeah, they definitely sold it, but I think you can tell the quality from the lower, not main event, like the prelims to when you start getting into like Slim and Salt Pappy and that kind of thing. You can definitely tell that there's still a lot of work to do on the lower end of things.
But then again, have you ever watched for example, people who get on the Anthony Joshua or the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder cards,
No.
like they're decent boxers. Have you ever watched DAZN Fight Night on a Friday night?
No.
The prelims for that are fucking awful. Like,
do they do a fight night every night?
Every Friday.
Like a boxing fight?
Boxing fight night every Friday. But they're just such low-level fights that nobody really cares about them.
And the main cards aren't even main cards?
The main cards would be like the 4th or 5th undercard of a big fight night.
It's just pointless.
Well, yeah. So, like, it's basically the same as that, but this is 10 times more intense because there's stakes, and you're invested.
Yeah. But
like, as much as I hate Dylan Dennis and Logan, I like Logan Paul, but as much as I hate Dylan Dennis, the drama behind the fight started months before, and it wasn't just one saying "I'm going to knock you out." It was personal attack. I'm not condoning this, but what I'm saying is there is now people are now involved. Like, I wanted Dylan Dennis to get his head knocked off.
It kind of it wasn't all. I mean, it is a bit all for camera, but also it kind of. It went
Bro, some of that stuff was too personal.
Logan Paul didn't really he did clap back in like a few bit, but he was definitely more humble and controlled and kind of. I suppose Logan Paul also, he has a brand now. He needs to kind of keep that professionalism.
I mean, he could have ruined Dylan. He probably had a million things for Dylan.
Yeah. But...
So yeah, I mean, I think that's it from me on the card. Obviously, we'll see the decision of the appeal and discuss that. But
yeah, I think.
Wait! I've just got breaking news.
No.
I've just got breaking news. No, it's not under the appeal.
What?
Joe Weller is getting back in the ring in January or February.
With who?
Against Ethan Bazinga.
Nah.
No cap. It just broke on the Growing Pains podcast.
Is it like a proper like stadium?
I think it will be on a Misfits card, obviously.
Yes. It's going to be an undercard.
No, that'll be a main fight.
You reckon?
Brother, it's Bazinga. The sidemen are massive.
Massive.
I don't know what I'm talking about. One of the sidemen fighting is the next best thing. So I say the KSI Jake Paul level. They're those two are the top tier, the goats. Then it's the sidemen and Logan Paul. If one of them is fighting, it's there, and I can't wait for Ethan Bazinga to rip that knobhead's head off.
Do you think he will?
I think he's gonna kill him. Bro, Ethan is violent.
It's too early to say, isn't it?
No, I'm backing it.
In January, February. That's like...
Yeah.
Jesus. It's not... How long did KSI have to train?
Quite a while.
Exactly. Obviously, this is going to be Ethan's first boxing and Joe Weller's second?
Second, but Joe Weller's shit, and I hope he gets his... The thing is, Bazinga, or Ethan, will have KSI's resources.
Yes.
He'll have trainers, he'll have everything for him. And he'll have KSI as a sparring partner.
And KSI himself, yeah.
And Joe Weller, I hope he gets knocked. I want someone to put him down. I don't like anyone who aligns themselves with True Jordan. So
why?
I don't like True Jordan.
He's alright. I mean, I don't watch him much, but it's better now that he hasn't got Lawrence fucking... What's his name?
Lawrence, I don't like either of them. I don't watch either of them because I think they're both knobs. I think the fact that Rory, Adam McCullough, and Boovy have their own podcast now is so much better.
Jennings.
What? Jennings. I like it. Anyway, we're not here to discuss on the podcast. We're here to discuss...
A disgrace to English football.
Don't start on the Haaland thing because you said the same.
Yeah. I didn't say that much. I just said it'd flop. I didn't say
It's a disgrace to the establishment.
Yeah. Can we quickly just throw in Ronaldo has now got the most goals in 2023 at the age of 38.
In the Saudi League, shut up. Okay, so I thank you guys for listening. Please subscribe below because I'm not hearing this shite. So I thank you guys for listening. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Spotify and our podcast. Thank you guys for listening. I've been AJ.
I've been Ryan.
Shit.
So.
Bye.